we got a 2v2 One Piece battle, and it's Blackbeard and Aokiji versus Mihawk and Crocodile fighting at Buggy's Island, wherever the fuck he's at, right where the Cross Guild meet, where the Cross Guild is headquartered at. So physical strength, right? Going to Blackbeard and Aokiji. And I'm pretty sure Aokiji can outlive, Mihawk and Crocodile. But striking power, yeah, man, they hit hard. Both of them hit hard. Um, you know, Mihawk sword swings ain't weak, but Mihawk can be feeling those type of hits. Believe that speed going to, I'll give Mihawk the benefit, and even give Crocodile some very fear on the speed. Aokiji is fast, though. He is fast. So if you wanted to give it to Blackbeard and Aokiji, I would be upset, but I'll give it to Crocodile. Mihawk. Mihawk may be faster than Aokiji. He might be. I'll give him some, credit. He does have observation hockey, and he probably has better observation hockey than Aokiji does. So I'll give it to him there. When it comes to durability, I'm giving it to Blackbeard and Aokiji. Now, because Blackbeard has that devil fruit, he does feel twice the amount of pain when he gets cut, slashed, or shot or anything. He feels that pain even more, right? Because of that dark fruit. Now, Aokiji's tough though. He is, man. Um, Crocodile don't have hockey. It's not confirmed that he has hockey. He should have it. I get y'all. He should have it. He really should fucking have it by now. Mihawk ain't confirmed to conquer. Durability wise, I don't see it like that for him. I believe he relies more on speed and sword skill technique. So he more so evades attacks and dishes them out, right? He wouldn't be there to take a fucking hit to the face. Now Aokiji has, and he's he got it up from him, right? And he took that from guard. It's not fuck around and play games, but they got the durability, even with Blackbeard being like that. Endurance wise, Blackbeard and Aokiji fought Alkahini for 10 days. That's all I needed to hear about that. Intelligence, I'm giving it to Blackbeard and Aokiji. Blackbeard and Aokiji are really smart. Now, Crocodile and Mihawk, they're crafty too. They got they got some wit. They got some wit on them, but they survived. Because of their mind. That part of how they've gotten so far. And they haven't been caught. Well, Crocodile got caught, so. But yeah, man, Aokiji and then Blackbeard, he schemed his way from. He was a cabin boy. Well, not a cabin boy, but he was just like a regular ass member of the White Beard Pirates. And now he's one of the four emperors, and he's one of those guys who he's trying to make claims for One Piece, man. I ain't sleeping on that. He has extra problems. But I have to give it to them because experience goes to Blackbeard and Aokiji. Aokiji and Blackbeard. Aukiji's the oldest man in this arena. hunting down pirates forever, and now he himself is a pirate too, so he's seen both sides. Mihawk's kind of there too, but what did I just say, man? Aokiji's older, and he's been, training longer, you know, fighting down pirates, and now fighting down pirates, still, he was fighting as a marine, now he's fighting as a pirate himself. Keep the marines off his dick now too, because he's a pirate, right? Close skills go to Blackbeard and Aokiji. That's Aokiji holding that shit down strong. Range skills, I was gonna give to Mihawk and Crocodile, but I'm giving it to Aokiji and Blackbeard. Blackbeard has two devil fruits now. He can turn off Crocodile's devil fruit, and then he can hit some really fucking devastating attacks on Mihawk. I don't know if it's powerful enough to break yours, but he's definitely gonna make Mihawk feel some pain with that. And he can like affect shit from a distance too. Like he could be way the fuck over there, and he can still feel the earthquakes. And then Aokiji can he can freeze the landscape. He can throw big ass ice blocks at these people and fuck them up. You know, recovery goes to Blackbeard and Aokiji. Kiji, he had to recoup his own leg. He had to make himself prosthetic. And he does that shit every day. None of these characters are known for the healing factor, but for that I have to give it to them. Hacks, I go Blackbeard and Aokiji. Like I said, he can nullify Crocodile. Crocodile probably won't be a factor, honestly, man. He ain't living to see like most of this fight. Um, he could be taken out by the Blackbeard or Aokiji. They are actually better masters of devil fruit than Crocodile is. Then when it comes to hockey, you might want to say, because Blackbeard and Mihawk, like there's question marks around their hockey. Like we know Blackbeard has it, and we know Mihawk has it. But like, how good is their Conqueror's hockey? And Blackbeard, narratively, come on, man. He's actually one of the guys going for it all, right? I'm giving it to him. I ain't foolish like Mihawk. Um, but if you think that, still there's two masters of Delphi. Because like even if Aokiji, let's say he gets hit by Mihawk and he flies towards the ocean, he can catch himself before he falls into the water, man. Nah, man, I ain't sleeping on their Delphi mastery. They're really good with their Delphins. Environment goes to Mihawk and Crocodile. But the winner of this fight was going to end up being Blackbeard and Aokiji from the beginning. High difficulty. Be cool on the corner, y'all, and let me know what you think in the comments below.